Welcome everybody to another episode of Command Combat Battle Reports. We continue with the Wings of Glory campaign that we've been doing for a couple months on here. Both sides have been battling it out through 3 missions. The pilots that survive have been going up in level, and those who are killed are replaced by somebody at rookie level. If the Allies win this mission, they win the campaign. If the Germans win it, it'll go into sudden death. Let's take a look at our pilots. On the Allied side, we have Louis, the French pilot, in the center. He's got all the maneuver skills, meaning he can fly up, down, do all kinds of maneuvers, just do a bunch of crazy things. And he also has incendiary bullets. Dewey, who has been in this since the beginning with Louis, has got sniper ability and check the bullets, which means his guns will not jam quite as easily. On the left, they have a new rookie pilot. His name is Nigel, and he is carrying the rockets, which will be used in this specific scenario. The Germans, meanwhile, have Wolfgang on the left. He has the chivalrous aptitude, which allows him to get an extra ability, but it also means he cannot exploit the tailing ability quite as well. In the middle, we have a rookie pilot named Boris. He's here to replace the Blue Max, who was killed in the last battle. And on the right, we have the Red Baron, who is finally a respectable ace the way he should be. He's got itchy trigger finger and perfect aim, which is exactly how it sounds. It's historic because that's what the Red Baron really was good at. He wasn't as good a pilot as he was just a really good shot. And that's what he'll be like in this particular game. Let's see how they do. The Allies are trying to get to the end of the table and destroy that balloon. The Germans, meanwhile, have heavy anti-aircraft guns, right up there at about the halfway point. And they have a trench of soldiers. So if the Allies get too low there, they're going to be shot down. The Germans have set up with the Red Baron on the far right and the other two on the left, with the balloon in the center. The Allies have come in side by side, equidistant to each other. The black smoke is the chaff from the heavy anti-aircraft guns, and if the Allies fly into it, they take damage. Actually, if anyone flies into it, they take damage. The smoke goes up in front of the Allies, who are trying to fly around it, and the Germans are breaking into more of an even formation. And Louis just flew into the heavy anti-aircraft fire. He has already taken some damage. And it's bad timing with one of the Germans coming right in on him. That's Wolfgang and the Red Baron, both of them pretty good aces by this point. And now all 3 of them are concentrating on Louis. He's already damaged, and he's getting hit from every direction. He has taken a lot of damage, but somehow fate is really with him today, and he pulls through alive. The 2 South Camels have turned to help, and the Germans have pounced on them. Plus, Louis is low enough that he's being fired upon from the trenches. If this continues, we will be going on to another game with all new Allied rookie pilots. And we're going to freeze it on this turn because so much is happening. On the left, Nigel is getting hit by the rear gunner, a rookie taking some damage. In the center, Louis continues to get hit by troops on the ground, taking a lot of damage, and he is on fire. With no more altitude to lower, he is not going to be able to drop down and put out that fire with the wind. He's just going to have to take the damage as long as that fire lasts. Meanwhile, Dewey at the top there flew right into all the chaff and got jumped on by 2 German aces. But yet, look at those damage cards. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. A turn that could have easily taken him out has done no damage. Dewey is the luckiest pilot alive right now. And there's some damage that is going to make it so he cannot turn left for 1 full turn. Louis continues to get fired on from that ground fire, but he's being joined by Nigel now, whose German pilot is having trouble maneuvering back around to get another shot. Louis and Nigel are swinging around towards the balloon. The Red Baron seems to be going after them, while Wolfgang stays on Dewey, who is once again flying right into some anti-aircraft fire. The fire damage has taken Louis down to 1 hit point, and the fire is still raging. We are probably just about to see the end of the reign of Louis. But Louis survives! The damage card he has drawn is a 0. And the fire peters out into smoke, and he is still around with 1 single hit point left. Dewey, meanwhile, on the other side, has run into that chaff, and some of it has hit him and caught him on fire. Wolfgang, too, has taken a little bit of damage from that, having not maneuvered out of the way in time. And now Louis has come around and has fired his incendiary bullets on the balloon. The balloon is on fire, but not destroyed yet. Dewey, meanwhile, has slowed down just enough for his enemy to get in front of him, and he has fired and started doing some damage on Wolfgang. The Red Baron comes in behind Dewey and blows him straight out of the air. That is one of the Allied aces destroyed in 1 single shot. Louis, meanwhile, continues to put incendiary bullets into that balloon, while Nigel fires his rockets. The smoke coming out of them is from their own shots. The rocket's going to take a moment to get to the balloon, and kaboom! The rocket destroys the balloon. The Allies have completed their mission. They have won this battle and this campaign. But they still want to get off of this table alive. Will they make it? Louis only has a single hit point left, and the Red Baron is bearing down on him, while the other one is still a rookie. The Red Baron gets his shot, and it is a 0. Louis is at a higher elevation, so he is luckily just barely getting out of this shot. Louis is a little bit above the Red Baron and climbing. Nigel is behind him, providing covering fire. Louis made a tight turn, getting just over the Red Baron, while his wingman gets behind the Red Baron, firing and doing some damage to him. But now the Red Baron and Boris get Louis in a crossfire and take him out. It is a sad day. The Allies may have won this, but the ace who carried them through it has been destroyed, shot straight out of the air. That leaves just the new guy, Nigel. Will he manage to escape with 3 Germans on his tail? He has dropped to level 1 while the rest of the German planes are trying to maneuver their way around to get at him. Nigel is flying under the chafe. The German planes are all around him at different levels. No one can seem to get a solid hit on him. And now the Red Baron has run into Boris. They are so eager to take out this Allied plane that they are smacking into one another. And then they're just a little bit too fast for him. They are flying over him. Boris is on fire. It's chaos and mass hysteria here right now. And now Nigel is broke to the left. He's at level 1. They're at level 2. There's a lot of pressure on this rookie right now. And now Nigel has slipped out from under the Germans, quite literally. He's being fired at from the trenches. But he is still going. He's flying across those trenches, continuing to take fire from the ground. The Germans have shifted and are going after him, and the AA fire is creating a wall, making it difficult for him to escape. Nigel continues to fly. Wolfgang and the Red Baron are right there on his tail. He's getting shredded by their bullets. He has only a few hit points left. And now he's to the edge, but he cannot escape that edge. He has to get off the end of the table. And the AA fire is trying to box him in, while the German planes trap him. And now Nigel turns right. Wolfgang turns as well. His turn is much more shallow, and Nigel gets in behind him and shoots him and takes him out. Nigel has blown Wolfgang out of the sky. This is a real turn of events, where the mouse has turned around and eaten the cat. And he flies off the table. The Red Baron and Boris get parting shots, but it is all in vain. Nigel, the rookie, has just made it off, so he can continue missions in the future if we ever do this again. Well, that was a real nail-biter, and the Allies just pulled it off. Though the Red Baron has survived and will be looking for revenge in a future episode. Well, that'll be it for us today, and the end of this campaign. We hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe and tell all your friends about this. We'll be back with more episodes soon. Thank you all for watching, and happy gaming, everybody.